Welcome back, guys. Once again, this is the Principal's Perspective, where I am your host, the Principal to the People, Justin Davis. And yes, this is episode 6. Can you believe it? 5 episodes down. This is number 6. And of course, as always, we got to start the day with school is in session. Let's get to this lesson. So what is today's lesson? Today's lesson, people, is centered around community, and specifically the community within the community. And what do I mean by that? It's very, very, very important. Parents, teachers, leaders, we have to understand this. A school is a community, but inside of every school community, there are other small little communities. And why are they important? They're important because that's where your students will find their sense of worth and sense of being and sense of connection. Yeah, we got school pride, but within that school, there are different pockets of communities. You got your skateboarders, you may have your techies, you may have your sports people, you may have your girls that like fashion. So, very, very important that we have to make sure that we're connecting the students to the communities within the community. So parents, this is what I need you to do. If you haven't done so already, figure out what your students or your child's gifts and talents are. Figure out what they like doing, because if they like doing it, guess what? They're going to outwork everybody else in that specific idea or that specific content area or that specific talent or gift. So parents, if you haven't figured it out, you need to figure that out. And how do you do that? You allow them to try different things. If you don't have something that your family is just naturally talented or good at, like my family, what we do really, really well is sports. And actually what we do really, really well, ironically, is education. Those are the two industries that we actually have talent in naturally. So of course, I progressed in those things naturally. But everybody's different. We have to figure it out for our children. We have to figure it out for our students. So parents, if you haven't done so, that's what I need you to do. Sometimes it gets difficult as parents to try to navigate how do I do all of that. So what you have to do is reach out to the school. Ask the school, what are the clubs? Ask the school, what are the different sports? What are the different activities? And when do they happen? Because sometimes I know as parents, it's difficult to do everything that you need to do 2 jobs, to be a husband or a wife, to be a father. If you have something that you're doing on the side, there are different things that you're trying to do and build and grow your legacy and make sure that the future of your family is in place. So if you can't actually do it on your own, then partner with the school. Talk to the school leader, talk to the guidance counselors, talk to the teachers, talk to the coaches, talk to the PTA, the Parent Teacher Association, and figure out what are the things that are happening in the school. And then if the school isn't doing it, guess what? The school sometimes has partnerships with community organizations that they are doing certain things. So even if the school isn't offering it, sometimes the school has partnerships with community organizations and they will offer certain things. So please, 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 parents, take advantage of the communities within the school community. This is how you build leverage with your young person, with your student, with your son or daughter. If you have leverage, then they're more likely to do what needs to be done when they don't want to do it, whether it's chores or whether it's homework. So once again, this is episode 6, and this week's lesson is find a way to get your son or daughter connected to a smaller community within the school community. As always, I love you. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful work week. But most importantly, if nothing else, have a spectacular, phenomenal school week. I'll see you next week. Have a great week.